Welcome to the concluding episode of Climate Crisis Countdown to Year Zero.
Warning, you might find the content here disturbing, but the truth must be revealed.
In previous episodes, we learned that Year Zero, the year our planet could be destroyed, is 2026. However, we can prevent this apocalypse by making one simple change: global adoption of the vegan lifestyle. We must make the philosophical shift from normalized violence to normalized non-violence. Only in this way can all beings survive and thrive. Only in this way we can prevent Year Zero from happening. Many believe that once a critical mass of veganism is reached, all other humans on Earth will follow, and the shift to world vegan will happen quickly. Have we reached this critical mass or tipping point? Are we close to it? Let's hear from some plant-based advocates.
We are on the right side of history. We're on the ethical side of history. So this is going to be over. And then most people are going to flip when social pressures flip the other way and many people start being vegan and it starts being an actual thing. And people will be like, oh, most people are doing it, I'll do it too. Then people like us, who now a lot of people call us heretics, a lot of people call us crazy, like all this kind of stuff. Then you'll see that in 20, 30 years, you'll have all our friends hitting us up being like, yo, you're a visionary. And that's what we're going to get. And that's 100%.
Yeah, it is historic. I do believe one day we'll look back, first of all, on what we do to animals and all hang our heads in shame, just like vegans do now about how we used to contribute to it. But that'll be not just 2% of the population, it'll be 99% of the population.
My name is Mario Fabry, and right now I host a cooking show called Trying Vegan with Mario.
Quarter cup of this nutritional yeast on top. That's going to add in that cheesy flakiness, a lot of pesto, normally made with Parmesan cheese. We switch it out for some hemp seeds and some nutritional yeast. Much healthier for you. We're cutting dairy out.
But growing up, I actually worked at my dad's Italian sausage factory, was raised on the standard American diet, and there was no real way around it. Everything my friends, my family, everything that people were eating was largely meat and cheese. And then I got to a point where I started to learn and be able to make my own food decisions. Maybe the food that we've grown up on, maybe the stuff that we've been told to eat isn't actually looking out for our best interests. Heart disease is one of the #1 killers in the United States. As soon as you hear that and you make the connection that that is from cholesterol that comes from animals, you just put two and two together.
It's inevitable that their industry will go away. It will end. So if they were smart, even business-wise, they would listen to us when we're telling them their industry has no future. The planet can't sustain it, and human consciousness will not go along with it. We're evolving too quickly.
Vegan companies like Beyond Meat are now going public, and this is where the smart money is going. We are hitting the tipping point.
Feel it. Believe it. The change is coming. The sun will one day set on this world and a new dawn will rise. Out of the ashes of violence, hope will rise. Now we as a movement exist in the millions of individuals, but together we move as one. And as one, we cannot be stopped. We will not be stopped. And these industries, the ones who exploit others, fear us. And they should fear us. For every single day, our numbers grow stronger, our conviction grows harder, and that change becomes ever more inevitable than it was the day previous. And they fear us because they know that we will not stop fighting, that we will never take a day's rest, and we will never take a day's break until the animals are liberated from the shackles that our species has imprisoned them within. But the fight that we face is not a fight of violence. It's not a fight against nations or religions. It is a fight against ignorance and apathy. And the only weapon that we need is the truth and a voice from which we are obliged to speak it. And we must speak that truth. With every second of life that we are given, we must speak that truth. The world that we want, that vegan world, exists out there in front of us in the palm of our hands. And all we have to do is reach out and take it. It's not going to be given to us. No one is going to hand it to us, but there it exists in front of each and every one of us, waiting for us to seize it. So feel it, believe in it, see it, manifest it, but importantly, create it. The future will one day speak of a seemingly small group of people who saw the world for the violent place that it was and said that they would no longer only talk about ending suffering and oppression. They would instead demand it.
We represent a worldwide movement, and we will not relent until total animal liberation is achieved!
And in that moment, when those demands were met, humanity looked to the things they've done to non-human animals with disgust, disdain, and with guilt. And they said, the lives of non-human persons should be treated with the same value and respect that we assign to our own lives.
We all know what this is. This is the corpse of a living creature, someone's baby. A sentient being like us, with thoughts and feelings and a destiny, and it's taken from millions of animals every year in the name of that we can't possibly live without eating meat. It's not possible. I can't do it. I can't become a vegan. I can't take responsibility for this industry. I can't take responsibility for this planet. And what it represents to the people who did this is just money in some corporation's profit, in their pocket.
It's not hopeless, like people are saying. We have a chance to reverse climate change. We have a chance to reverse biodiversity loss. We have a chance to stop all the wildfires. We have a chance to stop the ice from melting. People are in alignment with this mission. They will listen to us if we say, if we just reduce consuming animals, you can actually bring back the forest. What we are talking about here is a cultural change.
I mean, look at me. I'm traveling 300 days a year around the world. I'm lecturing sometimes twice a day, and I'm 85. I haven't eaten meat since the beginning of the 70s or maybe the end of 69. You feel lighter, you feel stronger, you have more health, and I totally recommend it.
All of us know what the moral position is. The moral position is to resist this and to end it. Organize, resist, persist.
Many thanks to all those involved in producing this inspiring and eye-opening documentary, as well as the countless others who are working tirelessly to bring about world vegan as quickly as possible. May you be blessed abundantly for all that you do to save our precious planet. For further information, please visit countdowntoyear0.com, preventyear0.org, janeandchain.com. Conscientious viewers, thank you for your company for the concluding episode of Climate Crisis Countdown to Year Zero.